A warm and delightful morning to respected dignitaries, our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra ji, Honorable President, Manav Rachna Educational Institutions, Dr. Prashant Bhalla, Honorable Director General, MREI, Dr. N.C. Vadva, Honorable Managing Director, MREI, Dr. Sanjay Srivastava, our entire senior leadership team, executive directors, director principals, and principals from Manav Rachna International Schools, our deans, directors, department heads, students, parents, faculty colleagues, and our most precious alumni. With immense elation, I welcome you to the auspicious occasion of the unveiling of Utkrisht, Icons of Manav Rachna 2023, a book which in its true essence is an assemblage of prestigious tales of professional escalation of our cherished alumni. Standing at the forefront of imparting quality education for the past 26 years, Manav Rachna has been lauded innumerable times for its brilliant performance and bestowed with a host of prestigious awards and rankings, be it the Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puraskar, the outstanding NIRF ranking, coveted NBA accreditation for MBA, or its recent achievement of receiving the milestone NAC A++ accreditation, thereby making it the only university in Delhi NCR to receive this honor amongst all private universities and first in Haryana amongst government and private universities of the general category. Additionally, Manav Rachna also ventured into the esteemed world of international baccalaureate and is soon coming up with the IB curriculum at Manav Rachna International School, Sector 14, Faridabad. It's been only 3 months since the commencement of 2023, and we are moving swiftly in quantum leaps towards producing many more world-class champions like our alumni present here. However, with every step that we take towards our furtherance, we have found our alums by our side, selflessly supporting their alma mater and applauding gleefully at each of its accomplishments. Dear alumni, with a surge of accolades that your alma mater is being persistently bestowed with, we hope you feel equally proud of it as it does of you. Alumni are priceless for any institution, and although we have forever cherished our prized alumni, it's time we extend our compliments to their hard-earned success and celebrate their association with Manav Rachna in a grand manner. Adhering to this notion, we formulated a melange of 26 fascinating anecdotes featuring 26 distinguished luminaries and 12 laudable achievers as a souvenir of admiration to our cherished alumni in the form of Utkrisht. The book is a brainchild of the Alumni Relations Office in association with the Admissions and Student Facilitation Center and is the outcome of 8 months of strenuous effort and unwavering diligence. Since every alumni success tale was equally impressive and encouraging, compiling this treasure was a delightful challenge. Be that as it may, the vision of concretizing the second edition of this masterpiece was clear: to give a slice of experience to the budding alumni through the inspiring tales laid down by their seniors. Tales of confidence, meticulous discipline, and an undying passion to excel, thus helping them draw a strategic blueprint to catapult themselves to new professional heights, all in the same spirit of Utkrisht 2022. On that note, let's formally begin this event. Before we move forward, join me in a huge round of applause to welcome our esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra. A true Christian and orator of ideas, Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra has been one who advocated ideas of rebellion, change, and life through his stories. His professional journey has been the exposure of rawness and truth. Born in Delhi, Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra has also been part of the selection camp in swimming for Asian Games. He has always been deeply fond of his alma mater, Shri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University. A visionary who places more emphasis on quality than quantity, he has made it plain that turning education into a scorecard is a crime that kills innovation and growth. He is best known for his works like Rang De Basanti, a story that was too close to our hearts. We remember the song Luka Chuppi through our sobs and the realization of how to be active change makers of the country. What was his second film that he produced and directed, Rang De Basanti received much acclaim, winning awards for the Best Director at the 2006 Filmfare Award, the National Film Award, as well as a BAFTA Award nomination for Best Foreign Language Film. The film was officially chosen as India's entry to the Oscars. By using the tale of the legendary flying Sikh, he irrefutably indoctrinated us for love, discipline, for the nation. His directorial venture, the biopic Bhag Milka Bhag, starring Farhan Akhtar as Milka Singh, was produced by a consortium of several producers and was a major commercial and critical success. His idolations of truth and reality also includes films like Delhi 6 and Ux. We warmly welcome Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra as our chief guest at Utkrisht 2023, a celebration of brilliance, legacy and dedication. I, on behalf of everyone present here, humbly request Honorable President, Manav Rachna Educational Institutions, Dr. Prashant Balla, Honorable Director General, Dr. N.C. Kalpa, Honorable Managing Director, Dr. Sanjay Srivastava, and other senior dignitaries to warmly welcome Shri Rakeysh ji at this august occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together in a huge round of applause as we carry on the tradition at Manav Rachna of according a green welcome to our guests. With people and planet in our hearts at Manav Rachna, sustainability drives globality. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time to take a look at the scintillating journey traveled with our alumni through a video chronicle. Can we have the lights off, please? That has been quite a journey. Before we move ahead with the program, I'd like to invite the person who, with her extraordinary charisma, leadership skills and vision, and with a team that's a force to reckon with, has been spearheading many an initiative for the student community. Please put your hands together in a round of applause as I welcome Dr. Gauri Hussain, Executive Director, Marketing and Admissions, Alumni Relations Office, and the Student Facilitation Center. Donning many hats and being Utkrisht alumna herself, she'll walk you through this exceptional journey.
Thank you, Ritika. That was quite humbling. A very pleasant morning, afternoon. It's morning still. A very pleasant morning to one and all here. I'm going to cut out the ceremonial welcomes and move straight to what we are here for. April 1, 2022, we all met in the same hall with a purpose. For a purpose, rather. Today, a year later, same day, year has moved and we are here again with a purpose which has become bigger and better. What is this purpose? I'm sorry, I don't know the vocabulary as much as Ritika has been using, but to put it very simply, I think it's celebrating success. Are you all together?
Yes.
Success, again, is very subjective and very specific to each individual. From where we see, success is where preparation meets opportunity. Manav Rachna proved to be one such meeting ground for an extremely talented but puzzled college graduate who was wary of stopping by one institution from another to pursue his postgraduate studies but was unable to do so. The reason was very, very simple. This young chap has already proven his mettle in double trap shooting from a very young age and had fond love for the game to progress further with zealous commitment. Passionate towards academics and sports alike, this blooming sports maestro had throughout been straight A student and had always strived to pursue both with same passion and ardor, something which did not seem feasible to many he had visited. Dismayed, on the verge of losing hope, one fine day, luck smiled upon him. And he met another star double trap shooter, one of his close friends at the Karmi Singh shooting range during one of the practice sessions where he was introduced to Manav Rachna. With access to state-of-art shooting ranges in campus, highly acclaimed national and international coaches and a team of brilliant and super supportive teachers at Manav Rachna, he could not only ace his sportsmanship, but he also went ahead to pursue his dream degree of MBA entrepreneurship to be the person or the professional he had aspired to be. With assistance and motivation of teachers and coaches, the young wonder kid, went on to play Olympic Games and claimed various gold and silver medals on national and international platforms. Today, this Arjuna awardee is ranked to be world's #1 in double trap shooting in men's category, making him the second shooter around the world to have achieved this honor. This gifted kid is none other than Ankur Mittal. We all saw our cherished alumnus of class of 2018. This is just one of the innumerable stories of adversity, grit, discipline, triumph, and steadfast allegiance of Manav Rachna and its alumni. Walking hand in hand towards attaining excellence and impelling together to push limits a little further at every step. The book, Utkrisht, Icons of Manav Rachna, is a testament to that excellence having been attained by our alumni in myriad professional domains, from entrepreneurship to industry, to sports, to glamour, to government and administration, and every professional realm in between. The success that we witnessed in 2022 was colossal yet humbling. Continuing the saga, we are now at greatly momentous edge of launching the second edition with much pride in our heart. We have once again garnered, as Ritika rightly said, 26 tremendously brilliant alumni from our phenomenal pool and authored their tales of indomitable will and professional dexterity. With that, I warmly welcome everyone present here, our honored guest of the day, Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra ji. So we are humbled with your presence here. Our President, Dr. Prashant Bhalla, who's been leading the entire group towards excellence. Managing Director, Dr. Sanjay Srivastav, entire leadership team, members of the faculty, colleagues, parents, students, and most importantly, the toasts of the moment, our distinguished alumni. Our heartfelt greetings to you for gracing this eminent occasion with your presence, and thank you once again for gifting us with invaluable treasures of your professional journey. Today, as we steer towards the unveiling of the second edition of the magnificent treatise that we had put into motion approximately a year ago, if I'm right, I do recall the immense diligence and devotedness that our team and our alumni had cohesively put in to craft this masterpiece. Utkrisht, icons of Manav Rachna, not only honors the achievements of our alumni, but also acts as a guiding beacon for everyone who shall come across it. Without the support of the alumni, the initiative would not have blossomed into such a superlative triumph. They genuinely went over and beyond to ascertain that we receive all the assistance that was needed to concertize their story. Truly appreciate your zealous efforts, and let's hear it aloud for all our alumni present and who are joining us virtually today. As I fondly look at the amalgamation of the entire congregation of Utkrisht sitting right in front of me and witness the eyes gleaming, partly with pride and partly with the nostalgia of this allegiance, I truly feel assured that our hard work has rightly paid off. We've been very selective in having the audience of the day today. There is a special reason for each one. I'll take a minute to go through the same. Our revered leadership, our Director General MREI, Bhagwa sir, and everybody else present here who's been steering the group to greater heights, contributing to the core in carving the pathways for many more such stories to be narrated in times to come. Let's hear it aloud for all of them. Next is our dedicated and brilliant faculty, whose mention you shall find in Utkrisht coming right from the icons, how they value and cherish the guidance they've got, and also some special heartwarming anecdotes not to be missed. Further on is the mention of our support staff. Very few of them are here, but I'm sure the message should reach them, that they are the silent warriors of the group, playing their part with due diligence. In Utkrisht, you shall certainly come across little tales of their lovely association with the revered alumni when they were walking the realms of MR. Let's hear it out for them, please. A very special mention to beloved family members and friends who are not just the backbone of these achievers and been contributing in their success saga, but they are also an extended wing of MR universe. Parents, spouses, children, siblings, grandparents, the beauty of having them around in our highs and lows is what we witness each day. Hopefully, Utkrisht shall fortify the faith of this precious bond further. Let's put our hands together for all those family members who are with us physically and who are joining us virtually. In the rear, not to mention, my dear students, Utkrisht is not just limited to our alumni. The story of every student, current or passed out, is a legacy of astounding brilliance to us, and we are vowed to celebrate each one of these with greatest pride. These stories have been here for past 26 years and will be there for countless generations. I'm certain that your professional acumen will escalate leaps in time come, making us prouder every day. Put your hands together for yourself because we want to see you carving many more success stories in times to come. Keeping the best for the last, we are extremely fortunate to be graced by the guest who's with us today and who's very, very special. Over and above how illustrious Ritika spoke, for me I've put it very, very simply to relate to all of us who are present here. Sir, you're one of the greatest revolutionaries of Indian cinema. There's no miss to that. You have championed criticism, which we all need to learn and imbibe. Brave people, public opposition at times, but have always fearlessly spoken of subjects that need to be brought to light in order to transform our country into a Sangrila of righteousness. From one brave heart to other brave hearts, who other could have done justice to this special moment? Let's put our hands together for our And before I close, I have a humble duty to perform. The spectacle and the prestigious aura that we all witnessed today, or we are going to witness today, is not a day's work. We began chiseling the workflow of the book in June 2022. With delightful enthusiasm of once again venturing into crafting the masterpiece came the responsibility of sustaining the majestic glory of the previous year's enterprise. Not easy, trust me. With innumerable clock hours of meticulous craftsmanship and months of persistent effort, we brought to life this appealing work of inspiration. Lastly, I request you all to join me to applaud the entire team involved in the making of this book, from ideation to print and to today's launch, for their substantial zeal and exemplary commitment toward both the chapters of this subject. Great job, guys. Really good work done. Thank you everyone and have a blessed day ahead, and I truly hope that you enjoy every moment of the occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nazir, for throwing light on the magnificence that the alumni base of Manav Rachna Educational Institutions hold, and for so warmly welcoming our guests today. I now take the privilege of inviting the guiding force, the wind beneath our wings, the visionary and leadership foundation of Manav Rachna Educational Institutions. Under his guidance, MRAI has carved a niche for itself as one of the leading names in higher professional educational institutions and has won many accolades, the recent one being the very meritorious NAAC A++ accreditation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with a huge round of applause in welcoming to the stage Honorable President, Manav Rachna Educational Institutions, Dr. Prashant Bhalla, to deliver the keynote address for this August gathering. A man of fortitude, foresight, and fervor, he strives to sustain the brilliance of our beloved founder, Dr. O.P. Bhalla.
Thank you, Ritika. A very good morning to all present here. Our honored Chief Guest, Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra ji, Senior Leadership of Manav Rachna Educational Institutions, members of faculty and student fraternity. And most importantly, the toasts of this hour are highly notable alumni. On behalf of the Manav Rachna fraternity, it brings me great pleasure to welcome you all to this distinguished occasion. Since this day is ablaze with the brilliance of champions like you, who have demonstrated your might in your professional arenas, I cannot help but be proud of the utmost diligence and tenacity with which you have pursued your objectives. This is a moment to soak in the real vision of education, change and caliber. To succeed in life, you must comprehend and master three great forces: desire, belief and expectation, as said by our former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. In the last 26 years, we have never stopped envisioning, developing and nurturing better human beings for the society and the world as a whole. Our founder gave us this vision, and that's what we all are carrying forward, and I hope that this is something that we will take in as we move ahead and we march ahead in our journey. Our best practices are reflected to our students and alumni who have been garnering top positions in academia, sports, and across their professions. The coveted NAC A++ accreditation, making us the only private university in Delhi NCR to achieve this recognition. Our global presence strengthened by the QS university rankings, fortifying the quality maintained in academics, faculty-student ratio, international faculty ratio, international students ratio, and international research network, along with the QS 5-star rating and QS iGauge diamond ratings, are a testimony to the mantle of excellence carried on by our students and alumni alike. I feel extremely proud to see the world getting astounded with your talent. Your tenacious effort and unwavering resolve have changed your life and the lives of people around you. It's time for your alma mater to showcase your accomplishments to everyone through Utkrisht, icons of Manav Rachna, the magnum opus, bringing your life stories for everyone to cherish and undoubtedly inspire them to press forward with a determined resolve towards the goal. All the alumni who took part in the book's interviews said in their reflections that Manav Rachna served as a sort of second home for them. The book would therefore be a huge source of pride for your family as well for us, your mentors, and your second family in your second home. I would advise all the alumni who were profiled in the second edition of the book to speak with their Utkrisht forebearers who are present here about the honor and bliss that Utkrisht 2022 had meant to them. They would be able to tell you about the immeasurable nobility and reminiscence you would be holding with you today in the guise of this stellar work we termed as Utkrisht Icons of Manav Rachna 2023. Standing on this platform today, I hope that we can continue to be the real pioneers of transformational change in society by looking forward to the unmatched success that this book and our collective wisdom will bring to the future generation. My best wishes for the future, and thanks for being here and the support that we have been getting for years from our alumni, and the way you are taking the name of Manav Rachna forward. I think that's the testimony of our success, and we are proud of our alumni, we are proud of your success, and many such more successes we will want to highlight in near future too. And my best wishes to all of you who are present there, and thanks for being here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. Your motivation means the world to us. When passion meets professionalism, every day is like a vacation. And we agree with you, Rahul. A BTech graduate from the class of 2014, Manav Rachna, Rahul Yadav was like any other engineering guy. What made a difference for him was a selection in an on-campus troupe and realizing that his true calling lied in rhythms and beats. And the rest was history. His recognition of talent and fame at India's Got Talent made him realize that talent, hard work, and discipline sails any boat of success. Along with finding his passion, Rahul went on to establish an NGO, Warriors India Foundation, with the purpose of training the young blood talent and taking care of their nutritional needs. It's true, one's intention, compassion, and zeal to perform never gets unnoticed. The Warrior Squad became an international sensation with America's Got Talent. Our boy literally crossed the borders, hit the charts, and definitely worked his way through and created paths for the future generations. We are delighted and our hearts thump in pride as we welcome our alumni Rahul Yadav to Utkrisht 2023. Please put your hands together for another round of thunderous applause as we welcome to the stage for a scintillating performance by the Warrior Squad.
क्लोजअप वाले ठीक है, वहाँ वाइट हाँ सेंटर कर दो।
बाजी सटकती है। मेरा शहर, ये मेरी डगर, सर पे ये आकाश मेरा है घर। हमें सही, मैं फैसला मैं खाता नहीं। ऐसा है कौन यहाँ से जो जीत सके है कोई छोड़ो वो मैं हूँ। से बड़ा कोई है इस जहाँ में अगर वो कोई निकल का मैं हूँ। मुझो में डाल रहे हाथ में कुल्हाड़ रहे युद्ध की पुकार रहे तारा समझो अपना। बेटा ये मेरा अड्डा, मेरा अड्डा, मेरा अड्डा, मेरा अड्डा, मेरा अड्डा। बेटा ये मेरा मेरा दिल में तुझे फेंकूंगा, मैं मछली में रखूंगा। मैं झंडे से लहरूंगा, तुझे दिल में बच्चों में लाऊंगा। कीमती खजाना तुझसे बेटा ये मेरा अड्डा।
That was nothing short of phenomenal. Though we gave a standing ovation, it was so cool that it deserves another round of applause. Thunderous one. I think another one. You'd be glad to know that Rahul and the team are flying to the US tomorrow for America's Got Talent. Can we have the mic, please? Rahul, the podium is also available. We'd love to hear from you.
मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। आप सभी कैसे हैं? एक्चुअली कि हमारी जर्नी वैसे मानव रत्न कॉलेज से स्टार्ट हुई थी मेरी। तो 2010 में मैंने एडमिशन लिया था यहाँ पे, 2014 में पास आउट हुआ मैं यहाँ से। इस कॉलेज से काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला हम लोगों को और काफ़ी इंस्पिरेशन मिली थी, क्योंकि यहाँ पे अलग अलग एक्टिविटीज़ को बढ़ावा दिया जाता है। जैसा कि मैं लास्ट टाइम भी आया था तो बताया था कि यहाँ पे डांस ग्रुप है एक, अभी भी होगा। तो उस टाइम पे मेरे सीनियर्स थे जो उनके साथ मैंने डांस ग्रुप पे ऐड किया था, तो वहाँ से भी काफ़ी कुछ हम लोगों ने सीखा और काफ़ी फेस्ट में पार्टिसिपेट किया और कॉम्पिटिशन्स भी काफ़ी जीते। तो एक होता है ना कि पाथ मिल जाता है, रास्ता मिल जाता है कि आगे इसमें भी करियर बना सकते हैं हम लोग। तो बस उसी चीज़ को हम लोग लेके चलते रहे। तो आज आपके सामने खड़े हम लोग सब, और इंडियाज़ गॉट टैलेंट में हम लोग फाइनलिस्ट रहे थे सीजन 9 में। हम लोग द वॉरियर्स इंडिया करके एक एनजीओ रन कर रहे हैं काफ़ी टाइम से। तो उसमें सागर एंड सचिन मेरे साथ हैं, जो कि टीम में भी हैं, लीड करते हैं। तो हम लोग साथ मिलकर एक ग्रुप को चला रहे हैं, काफ़ी सीनियर्स प्लेयर भी हैं यहाँ पे। और अभी हम लोगों का सिलेक्शन अमेरिकाज़ गॉट टैलेंट में पिछले सीजन में ही हो गया था, जैसे इंडियाज़ गॉट टैलेंट के थ्रू से डायरेक्टली। 2017 में हो गया था, बट उस टाइम क्या था, वीज़ा नहीं लग पा रहा था, क्योंकि डेट्स नहीं मिल पा रहे थे, ऐसे करे कुछ। तो दोबारा से उन्होंने सीजन 18 के लिए हमने उनको शॉर्ट लिस्ट किया था, तो उनके टच में थे कंटिन्यू। तो फाइनली वीज़ा मार्च में जाके लगा हमारा, मतलब एंड पॉइंट पे लगा, कभी निकलना था इसलिए। तो कैसे न कैसे भगवान ने साथ दिया, आप सभी की प्रेयर के काम आई और वीज़ा लग गया और हम लोग कल निकल रहे हैं अमेरिका से। यहाँ पे स्टडी कर रहा था तो यहाँ के फैकल्टी मेंबर्स भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट करते थे मुझे उस टाइम पे। तो कभी क्या होता था कि हम लोग प्रैक्टिस के लिए जाते थे बी ब्लॉक के ऊपर, जो डांस रूम है वहाँ पे। तो कई बार क्या होता, कुछ लेक्चर्स छूट जाते थे इस चक्कर में। तो उन्होंने भी कभी कभी स्टार्टिंग में तो बोलते थे कि एब्सेंट लग गया, ये हो जाएगा, मार्क्स कम आएंगे, लेकिन बाद में लगा कि उन्होंने भी एनकरेज किया कि भाई टैलेंट का यूज़ कर रहे हैं, आगे बढ़ रहे हैं बच्चे। तो फैकल्टीज भी काफ़ी सपोर्टिव रही और उन्होंने काफ़ी सपोर्ट किया। कुछ फैकल्टीज तो अभी भी शायद होंगे, और शायद काफ़ी सर को, मैं सर को भी जानता हूँ सर, तो उन्होंने भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट किया था उस टाइम पे। तो थैंक यू सो मच सर, एंड थैंक यू ऑल। आप सभी का आशीर्वाद चाहिए हम लोगों को, ताकि हम वहाँ पे जाकर अपना बेस्ट कर पाए और अच्छा परफॉर्म कर पाए और इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट करें और अच्छे से वहाँ पे हम लोग परफॉर्म करके सबका दिल जीत के आए। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you so much, Rahul. There's nothing greater for an institution than to hear an alumnus talk so fondly about it. We now move on to another most awaited segment of this event, hearing from a man who has established himself as the pioneer of new age cinema. A man of many talents, a writer, director, actor and producer. The man who questions the convention and brings out the most relevant. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a huge round of applause as I invite to stage the man himself, Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra. We are extremely delighted to have you among us, sir. It's a true privilege. It will be an honor to hear from you.
Thank you, Rachna, and congratulations. Soon to be get married next Friday. And she is here. So that says it all. I think I don't need to say anything more than that. Shanti, thank you so much for having me over this. When I was asked to sign the book, normally I don't think, so I go subconsciously. All I could, after I'd written, I kind of realized that a little feels like coming back home. So this is like a home to me. So I don't have a degree from Manav Rachna, but today I had applied. And hopefully I'll get an opportunity one day to study here. It's never too late for education. We have two children, me and Bharti, Vedant and Bhairavi. Both are young adults now. Both have made their choices, they're studying abroad. And both me and Bharti are believers in all religions and the force there. But we have never taken our children to a temple or a church or a mosque, ever. We said, the choice will be yours. So, Vedant, who does not speak much, he once asked me, and we just went for a dining trip together, father and son. He said, you know what, how come you never took us to a temple? Then you always wear Durga Ma, all that, house always has Ganpati and your. So I told him, like, all I could tell you was, you remember the school bus that used to come and pick you up? You were going to temple every day. So it was your educational institution. And we didn't want to influence that part of it as such. Please go ahead and, as it would have it, they're firm believers. Today, we are celebrating success, I can see that. It's an extremely proud moment for the institution. I think the team that Bala sir saw is manifesting to thousands and millions of people now. And you guys are taking this forward with each one of you. So that is so amazing, I think, to watch. So success, the performance, मतलब हमने सर को बोला था अद्भुत है जो आज देखा हमने राहुल और की टीम का. Success will, and all of you will vouch for it, and I hopefully agree with me. There's only one ingredient for success, and that's failure. So unless you have faced failure and overcome failure 1,000,000 times, only then you'll find that success. And I'm sure all of you know it. I'm not saying anything new. That's the life success. So give yourself permission to fail. Don't be harsh on yourself. And I'm sure success will come and say hello to you. You don't have to change. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your words, sir. If I could request your presence on the stage again for a few more minutes. Sir, some of our students are eagerly waiting to get their questions answered and hearing more personally from you. If you allow, shall we open the floor to questions?
तो आज मेरी क्लास लगने वाली है।
Right. Can we have the first question, please?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Vanya Gupta. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Vanya Gupta from grade 12, Manav Rachna International School, Chambord. So my question for you is that how do you choose the subjects for your film and what inspires you to tell these stories?
I don't think I choose the subject. I think the subject chooses always. So whatever comes to me, I kind of, and then when I can feel it deep down, I go with it. Mostly they're life lessons. So Rangdevasan came because I'm from Palwar Air Force. I used to see a MiG aircraft every day in the lobby. And when they were crashing, the story came. Bhag Ka Bhag was because I used to go to the National Stadium morning, evening. We used to live there almost all the time. And we used to hear the legend of Milkha Singh, Dhyan Chand and Tara Singh. Those were our heroes, our sporting heroes. Yeah, sure. It's all with that.
Thank you, sir.
Can we have the next question, please?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Louis and I'm a student of Manav Rachna International School in Chambord. So my question to you is that in your recent film, Tufan, you touched upon the subjects of resilience, endurance, and the human spirit. What drew you to this subject and why did you choose these subjects?
Yeah, no, that's a very interesting question. Thank you very much for asking that. Tufan, actually the real message in Tufan was love. And the other thing was that even if, no, please sit down. And even if you are a bhai from Dongri, with your hard work, you can rise up and become a national champion. And if you believe in something. And most importantly, if you are shown the right path, so you will only tell me that our teachers are always showing us the right path. It is up to us to choose that or not. Some of us choose, some of us don't. And so it's very important to hear to our gurus.
Next question, please.
Yes, ma'am, this way, please.
Oh, wonderful.
Students are waiting here also. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Raghavi Neki. I'm from Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies. I'm a second semester student of Bachelor's of Arts in Media Communication. So my question is how your filmmaking style has changed over the years, like how you have evolved. And are there any particular and inspirations that shape your vision?
How I have evolved is it's a very difficult it's very difficult to answer that, honestly. All I can say is you have to be really detached to understand yourself, which I don't think I have acquired that kind of maybe Prashant sir has not me. But yeah, I tend to react or respond in my subjects as to what is going on around me, how I'm feeling at that point of time. So for instance, right now I'm attempting a film on Karna from my college. For me, he's the greatest hero. But he was also abandoned because he was an unwanted child and raised as a lower caste and never was adopted by a lower caste, and I'm ashamed of saying that, a lower caste. But I have to use that word to explain. And I'm seeing that around me a lot these days. We are choosing because of a caste and religion. And so that has pushed me to make Karna, because I said I have to give an example from our own mythology, which is so rich, our culture which is so amazing, our country which is the best in the world, not second class. Because we can absorb anything like a sponge, all the good things. So I felt that, so I have to make that now. I hope I find my answer. That was the question I was asking myself.
One more question.
Hello sir, I am Shri Rakeysh and I am from Manav Rachna University. I am doing BBA Finance and Accounts and in second semester. So my question is, as a filmmaker, what is your biggest challenges in your career and how did you overcome it?
I think the biggest challenge is me, myself. And that is the biggest thing. I'm trying to be as honest as possible. And you can only overcome yourself with hard work. I don't see anything else. And talent is given, you can own it. You saw the performance today. They were not born with this. It's their hard work. And thousands of hours. And each one sitting in this room will, again, tell you the same thing. So your biggest challenge will not be the system. It will be yourself. How you adapt to the system. You don't have to be there. How you can make every day a better day than yesterday. That is the challenge for yourself. Agar everybody decides to change, and I think I've said this earlier somewhere, the person you look into the mirror every day in the morning, in one day, the entire world will change.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Keeping time constraints in mind, we'll entertain only 2 more questions. I know there could be no better opportunity than this to ask all your questions, but only 2 more.
We have to. Sir, this is Tavisha Mansakhani from Manav Rachna International School, Sector 46. I'd like to ask what, according to you, are the most challenging aspects of being a film director?
It's different for different people. Like as many directors in the world, each one she will have a different challenge as such. So I can't generalize the answer, but for me it is the challenge is to connect with the larger audience always, and to tell stories without compromising in their quality, in all its aspects of storytelling, whether it's writing, whether it's screenplay, whether it's lyrics, whether it's music, whether it's camera work, costume, drama, choreography. Without compromising on the story, can I still reach out to a larger universe? And can I break through the commercial barriers and make profit for the people who have believed in investing in my film? That is a huge challenge, and it's a real one, so I'm giving you a real answer, nothing philosophical.
Last question.
Good morning, sir. I'm Arush Kansal of class 12 at Manav Rachna International School, Sector 14. So my question is, what do you think is the best part of your profession?
find myself in my profession. That is the best part for me.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being such a sport and answering these questions impromptu. It's been a wonderful session. Heartfelt gratitude from all of us for the gift of your time.
Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. We will meet you in our other stage. So, I'm sorry if this feels like a punishment, but we would need you for a major proportion of the rest of the event. May I please request the alumni relations team to bring our senior dignitaries to the stage, please, as we move to the unveiling of Utkrisht, Icons of Manav Rachna 2023. We'll take that question. Let our dignitaries come to the stage, please. We are proud to introduce to you our hard work for the last 8 months, which has formed the foundation of this special gathering. The book, Utkrisht, Icons of Manav Rachna 2023. Please put your hands together as our esteemed dignitaries on the day unveil this compendium of stories of our star alumni, the icons of Manav Rachna. Can we have all our dignitaries holding the book open to capture this moment of unveiling?
मेरे को तो ऑडियंस देनी पड़ी आ गया सर Thank you.
Thank you so much. I now request Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra ji, Dr. Prashant Bhalla, Dr. N.C. Vadva, Dr. Sanjay Srivastava, Ms. Sayogita Sharma, and Dr. Gauri Vaseem to please remain on the stage as the rest of our dignitaries descend and take their seats. Thank you, everyone. It's now time to adorn our icons with the glory they truly deserve. We begin with felicitating the Utkrisht icons of Manav Rachna 2023, and we begin with the field of art and glamour. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of thunderous applause as I welcome Utkrisht icon of Manav Rachna, Ms. Gunjan Kanwar, Ms. Uttarakhand 2022 and cherished Instagram influencer. She has amassed a strong social media following and forged her way to modeling. Along with her pageant journey, Gunjan is also a fashion blogger and has modeled for various fashion brands, walking the runway at several fashion shows. She is a social activist and has worked with various NGOs in Uttarakhand to promote women's rights and empowerment. I would request Gunjan's parents to also join us on stage. A huge round of applause for the proud parents. Gunjan has collaborated with several national and international brands, as well as promoted many local and regional businesses. She has joined forces with famous brands like Boat, Daniel Wellington, Wow Skin Science, Noise, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together in a huge round of applause for Mr. Ajit Singh, a glitter athlete champion. Mr. Ajit has to his credit innumerable accolades. From winning the title of first runners-up in Mr. Universe Tourism 2018 to judging the same event the next year, along with acting as a judge for the Man of the World contest held in Bangalore. Ajit has established new milestones through his hard work. He has featured in movie Utkrisht along with the music album Ikbari. Proud owner of a production house named Dawn Productions, which provides opportunities to new talent. A huge round of applause for a person who now needs no introduction, Mr. Rahul Yadav, one of the most cherished acrobatic performers of the contemporary era, who with his sheer determination, skillful artistry, and persistent discipline has made his mark in the national and international arenas. Greatly lauded as the Warrior Squad, he and his team dazzled every Indian household through the performances in the renowned TV show India's Got Talent. Now selected to perform in America's Got Talent, the Warriors are all set to create ripples in international waters. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Utkrisht icon of Manav Rachna, Himanshu Sehgal. Famously exalted as the guy with a yellow plate, Mr. Himanshu Sehgal is a revered social media star, avid traveler, and a food blogger with more than 1 lakh followers on social media. Charting his path on a non-traditional trajectory, Himanshu is living proof that following one's passion and being persistent in one's endeavor can do wonders. Please join me with a huge round of applause for Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna, Mr. Harshit Mishra. Having bagged the world's best mobile photographer award by the professional community of Moscow, Harshit has proven his mettle at a very young age. He has been ranked in the top 1% of mobile photographers in the world and also ranks among the top 10 best street and wildlife photographers in the world. He received the Gold Photo Award, which paved way for further projects. The next Utkrisht Manav Rachna icon is Mr. Deepak Rishi, who couldn't be present with us today. Extending his fame beyond national borders, Mr. Deepak Rishi has made his name as an actor in the New Zealand film industry. He has already worked in 14 feature films, done innumerable modeling gigs, hosted and judged various reality shows. A huge round of applause for Mr. Deepak Rishi. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with a huge round of applause to invite on stage Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna, Dr. Tarun Datta, who is a venerated actor and dubbing artist of Bollywood, having featured in more than 150 stage shows in Delhi. Tarun has worked in numerous well-known movies and shows like Asidesi, Hotel Mumbai, and Human, The Rise of Superhero, along with working as a dubbing artist for popular channels like Cartoon Network, Discovery India, and Sony. Thereby giving his voice to several treasured animation series like Motu Patlu, Chota Bheem, Dr. Tenali Rama, and Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. Moving on to the category of government and administration, I would first like to invite Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna, from the first edition, retired Wing Commander Anushka Lotus, to felicitate this year's alumni. The distinguished alumna of this prestigious institution, who has attained the rank of Wing Commander through her unwavering commitment to excellence, leadership and service, is one I have absolute pleasure to welcome to the dais. Invited to felicitate, please put your hands together for Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Colonel Prashant Kakkar, who is being represented by his father today. We welcome you to the stage, sir. His father and mother both are with us today. Colonel Prashant Kakkar is a greatly esteemed officer in the Indian Army who has served in several honorable capacities and adorned with innumerable awards. Recruited as a lieutenant for the Northeast Communications, Colonel Prashant has served as a counter-hijack operations specialist in NSG Black Cat Commando. He has also been a critical part of the UN peacekeeping mission and was awarded the 4th Commander's Commendation by the United Nations, besides earning 2 more Army Commander commendations. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Captain Nitika Kaul, who is again represented by his parents today. We welcome you to the stage, sir. A greatly revered captain of the Indian Army. Captain Nitika is an epitome of selfless love towards her country. Following in the footsteps of her martyred husband, Mr. Vibhuti Shankar Dondia, Captain Nitika has quickly escalated in her career from becoming a marksman and a sword appointee in the senior team to becoming a captain. together for Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Simran Lamba. A true trailblazer in spirit is the Simran Lamba in the ex-United States Army CPL and the first enlisted soldier to be granted a religious accommodation in the US Army since 1984, breaking a 30-year-old barrier and paving the path for new revolutionary paradigms of acceptance. Also self-educated in the United States, stock market and real estate, Simran is now a proud US citizen and works as a senior manager at Facebook. I would request our esteemed guests and dignitaries to please felicitate Ms. Anushka Lumas, our alumni, Utkrisht edition 2022. We thank you for being with us here today, ma'am. Moving on to the category for entrepreneurship, please put your hands together for Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna edition 2022, Mr. Harsh Dhaya, founder of Harvesto, who is here to felicitate the alumni of this edition. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the stage today. Mr. Harsh Dhaya has made a name for himself through his unwavering dedication to transformation, passion for excellence, and unrelenting pursuit of his dreams. As we move on to felicitate the icons for this year, please put your hands together for Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna, Mr. Vikrant Yadav, a founder of well-known biopharma company IG LabServe Private Limited. Vikrant Yadav has been a godsend for the Indian masses during the pandemic, as 70% of the equipment used to test COVID patients being at that time supplied by IG LabServe. Today, his project thrives upon 5,000 plus pan-India clients, including highly revered names like ISRO, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, AIIMS, IITs, the Prime Minister's Office, and the Indian Railway. Ladies and gentlemen, next I invite Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna, Ms. Swati Mittal. Please put your hands together for this dynamo of the business world, who is the co-founder of the well-known e-commerce courier needs Big Ship. She has also to her credit establishing another startup called The Handcraft. She has contributed a lot in making basically trading easy for all kinds of manufacturers and hugely transformed the logistics industry in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Ms. Anila Bansal, CEO and founder of Pehchan Media Group and Pehchan NGO. Ms. Anila Bansal is also the founder of another mini venture, Town Glow. Combining her two passions, that of storytelling and making a difference in the world, Anila took the responsibility of telling about her city stories that truly mattered, helping raise awareness about issues such as gender-based violence, caste discrimination, and poverty. We now move on to the category of sports, but before that, I would like our dignitaries and guests to please felicitate Mr. Harsh Dhaya for being present with us today and felicitating the alumni of this edition. To begin with the felicitation of the sports category, I humbly invite Director Sports, Sir Kartalwar sir, to be on stage with us. A huge round of applause for Kartalwar sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Utkrisht, Icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Mr. Naveen Kapoor. He is a celebrated roller skating champion with many wins to his name, including bronze medal in the 18th Asian Roller Skating Championship 2018, 6 national medals and 500 domestic, state and club medals, 14 gold scored in Barcelona World Games 2019 and was ranked 9th in World Top Scorers List. He has been honored by Dronacharya Eklavya Award for Excellence in Sports in the year 2019. Please put your hands together as I invite on stage Utkrisht Icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Ms. Varsha Bhaiya. An avid shooter, Ms. Varsha Bhaiya has made the nation proud with her achievements. To name a few, a bronze medal in ISSF World Cup held in Germany, 2 gold and 1 silver in All India University Games, 1 gold and 1 silver in Khelo India University Games, 1 gold and 1 bronze in SGFI Nationals. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite the proud parents of Utkrisht Icon of Manav Rachna, Ms. Sanjana Sood. We are very happy to have her parents on stage with us. Ms. Sanjana Sood is an expert shooter in the domain of skeet shooting and has several awards to her credit, including but not limited to gold medal in Khelo India Youth Games 2020, state and zonal medals, national silver junior mixed team, national bronze senior mixed team, Digvijay Cup silver junior and senior Indian squad. She has also represented India in Junior World Championship in Korea. We move on to the next category of industry parents. To felicitate this year's icons, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Lalit Sharma, Country Head, Polaris India, the proud Utkrisht Icon of Manav Rachna 2022, who is with us today. I request our dignitaries to please honor Mr. Lalit Sharma, Country Head, Polaris India, and Utkrisht Icon for the last edition. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Utkrisht Icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Ms. Rumani Bajaj, who is here on stage with her daughter and father-in-law. Ms. Rumani Bajaj is the Director of Technology at Utkrisht Technologies. She joined the organization as its second employee and went on to cultivate an environment that was inclusive to women. She worked as a tech lead, project manager, technical architect, and vice president of technology, and gradually built a great success as director of technology. During her tenure, she learned and led several technologies such as blockchain, metaverse, video streaming, etc. May I please request Mr. Lalit to come back on stage to felicitate the icons for this year. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in inviting to stage Utkrisht Icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Mr. Gaurav Nijhavan, who is the Vice President of Brand and Communication at Stashford. During his career trajectory, history, he has worked in stellar positions at several well-known organizations like Altran, Ernst & Young, Carlsberg, Citibank, and Stashville. With his years of experience and fervent passion, Gaurav has mastered every domain he has come upon, toured various companies of the world, and gathered up invaluable knowledge that exceeds customary corporate expectations. We now call upon Utkrisht, icon of Manav Rachna 2023, Mr. Siddharth Mehta. Please put your hands together for Mr. Mehta, who is the lead at R&D Partnerships, Google. He has trained hard in emerging areas of technology and has kept honing himself with concomitant skills to suit the demands of the contemporary industry, thereby serving in globally acclaimed organizations. After felicitating all the icons of Manav Rachna Utkrisht, we now call upon the laudable achievers who have made a mark with their contributions. I would first like to call upon Mr. Piyush Goyal. Please put your hands together for this alumnus, a rising star in the health tech sector. He is dedicated to using technology to transform Indian healthcare services as the founder of Preferred Health Tech Private Limited. The company's goal is to promote access to high-quality treatment by providing cutting-edge digital solutions that close the gap between patients and healthcare professionals. Please put your hands together for Professor Dr. Hanu Bhardwaj, a Manav Rachna University alumna. In her present position as Director of the Career Development Center at Manav Rachna, she is in charge of assisting and mentoring students as they pursue successful vocations. Dr. Bhardwaj has accomplished much professionally, but her dedication to humanitarian problems is admirable. Please put your hands together for Lieutenant Commander Gaurav Saini, a senior Indian naval officer who has made important contributions to cyber and forensic security. He is renowned for having spearheaded the creation of Indian Navy's cyber forensic lab at Naval Research. Please put your hands together as I call upon stage Dr. Charu Vidmani, Professor and Head of the Computer Science and Engineering Department at the School of Engineering and Technology, Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies. Dr. Charu Vidmani is a person passionate for education and a firm believer in the virtues of perseverance, focus, and openness to learning. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Yatin Bajaj. Smile please. Now is the time to smile. Dr. Yatin Bajaj, an alumnus of Manav Rachna, is the director of Perfect Smile 32 that offers a range of dental services, including cosmetic dentistry, orthodontics, and implant dentistry. I call upon stage Dr. Shruti Vasisht, who has over 23 years of experience in research, teaching, and administration, and has become a thought leader in the academic world. She has been instrumental in developing and putting into practice cutting-edge teaching and learning practices that have improved the students' learning outcomes. Please put your hands together as I invite to stage Dr. Krishan Kumar. With extensive experience in taxation, litigation, investigations, and strategic planning, Dr. Krishan Kumar has brought about radical transformations in his professional domain. He has been bestowed with the highly coveted Indian Revenue Service Gold Medal from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for his fearless dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Arvind Bhola, a pioneer inspiring the industry of fine jewelry to impeccable stature. Dr. Arvind Bhola is the director of widely talked about Bhola Sons Jewelers and is rightly lauded as a legend of his field. He is credited with endowing the brand a prominence of refinement and sophistication. Ladies and gentlemen, you now have in front of you Utkrisht, the icons of Manav Rachna 2023, all in front of you. A huge round of applause. I would request the Alumni Relations Office team to please line up the icons for a fabulous group photograph. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not all. I would request Team Utkrisht, Alumni Relations Office to please join this group photograph. I would like to inform everyone present here that the list is much longer, and I would like to acquaint you with the names of Utkrisht icons who couldn't be with us today. Mr. Deepak Rishi, Mr. Ajay Kumar, Mr. Anshul Kapoor, Mr. Ankur Mittal, Mr. Rahul Shivkhand, Mr. Karan Bhatia, Mr. Akshay Sangwan, Ms. Tanishka Chauhan, Ms. Ayushi Saxena, Dr. Rachna Gupta, Mr. Milan Goyal. Please put your hands together for Utkrisht Icons of Manav Rachna 2023.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I now request everybody on stage to please descend and take your seats. Thank you so much for your time. This was a fabulous segment. All good things come to an end, and to bring this eventful session to a close, I invite to stage none other than Director, Admissions and Outreach, Student Facilitation Center, Center of Foreign Languages, and Admission and Alumni Relationship Office, Ms. Kanupriya Shekhar, to be on the dais to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Ritika. Though after such a humbling and a heartfelt time, a vote of thanks does not seem required. However, it is my duty to put forward the gratitude that the Alumni Relations Office holds in its heart, not just for our faculty members, our students, but most importantly, our alumni who are present here with us today. Before I move forward, I'll give a minute to all the alumni who have just gotten down the stage to get hold of their books and settle down. I will request Alumni Relations team to help everybody take the seats and settle down. I, on behalf of the entire Alumni Relations Office, stand before you today with a heart full of gratitude and appreciation. A hearty gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Rakeysh Omprakash Mehra ji, for enlightening us with your thoughts today, sir. Your presence today is a source of immense pride and inspiration for the entire Manav Rachna fraternity, for those who are here and for those who aren't even here today. We were deeply humbled by your gracious presence and grateful for your wisdom and guidance. I offer my earnest gratitude to Dr. Prashant Bhalla, President MREI, Dr. Sanjay Srivastava, VC MRI, ARS and MD MREI, Dr. N.C. Wadhwa, DG MREI, and many other luminaries sitting with us here today. This is an opportunity for us to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our esteemed alumni who have distinguished themselves in their respective fields. This day would not have been possible without the limitless vision and boundless persistence of our cherished management, Dr. Prashant Bhalla and Dr. Amit Bhalla, who have always encouraged to go get what we want. This grandeur and academic aura would not have been possible without the tireless efforts of our esteemed principals of Manav Rachna schools, and to whom we have our heartfelt gratitude and sincere thanks for their sustained and continuous support to us. No goal has ever been met without solemnity, unwavering focus and determination of our esteemed luminaries who represent the top brass of the MREI family, who have been the co-drivers for in this initiative, without whom we would not have seen this day. Dear alumni, with you taking off into the world with greater responsibilities in the years to come, I take this opportunity to thank, compliment, and congratulate your respected grandparents, parents, spouses, for some even children who have been the backbone of your personal academic journey. One very important role in your lives has been played by your teachers, who have selflessly and tirelessly worked with you and on you in certain cases to help you achieve what you have achieved so far. In the end, this vote of thanks would have been incomplete without acknowledging the efforts of many people who have worked in front of the camera and behind the camera to help us see this day as you see it today. So a big round of applause to the entire Manav Rachna team, the community, the design team, social media team, admissions team, the alumni relations team, interns, the administrative team, and whatnot. I cannot say one name and say it's done. So it's the entire blood family who have come together. In the end, a big thank you to everybody, and most importantly our alumni, for helping us see what we saw today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kanupriya. I now request everyone to please rise up for national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल
I would request everyone to please be seated till the time our dignitaries exit the auditorium. I would request our volunteers and members of the Alumni Relations Office to please make sure everyone is seated.